All right. All right. What's up? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday night. It's year of our Lord 2024. And we sitting here in my living room getting ready to fly this iconic bird. Welcome to the All About Aviation channel, my friends. My name is Greg. I like to play a pilot on the internet. It's a good thing I don't play one in real life, because there'd be a lot of FAA investigations probably if I was a real pilot. So I got home about 7 o'clock this morning, and before I took a shower and tried to take a little nap this morning, I logged into the simulator because I haven't been in it for almost 3 days, and I saw that there are 2 brand new planes. So one I bought, the other one I did not buy yet. Well, the one I bought, I've been waiting for a while. So it's the Dehavilland Canada -7, the DHC7, the Dehavilland Canada DHC7. And this plane is pretty sweet. It comes with a bunch of liveries, 2 of each, one with old style systems and one with 2 Garmin 530 systems. Oh, before we get too deep up in this thing tonight, let me grift for just a brief moment of your life. Hit subscribe, please. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Become a member. If there's something on the memberships that I'm missing, let me know. I'll try to fix it. Memberships are new to me. And also, we have super chats available. So if you feel like helping me belong to the best nation in the world, which is a donation, you can certainly do that. I will not argue with you. I will not argue at all. I need money like the lungs need air. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So it comes with Air Greenland, Bajaya, which I didn't research this one yet, Bajaya, to see where it's from. British Antarctic Survey, Continental, Tyrolean, which is what we're flying tonight, Bremen, Pan Am, Air Tindy, Trans World, Marsk, and then it also has the same ones, just with the Garmin systems. So I kind of would like to fly without the Garmin systems tonight, just to kind of, see how it is flying kind of old school. So my thoughts with this are, oh, hang on, let me show you a couple of things. So I'm using my flight stick, my new Velocity 1 flight stick. Hold on one second, let me move my microphone upstairs on this keyboard a little bit, because that helps with some of the ground noise. Hang on a second, let me move this back a little bit. Yeah, getting this off the ground helps with some of the noise. I know it's making a little bit of noise right now, but give me a second. Okay, that should help with it. So, usually, so there's 2 levers on this. One I always use for engines. The other one I typically use for flaps. Well, that one tonight I'm not using for flaps. I'm using buttons 20 and 21, which are down here. This one is heading hold. This is localizer hold. This one is increased throttle, decreased throttle, parking brakes, and gear. The reason I have these as increase and decrease throttle, even though I'm using this lever, is because I cannot, with this lever will not put thrusters on most planes, the reverse thrusters. So in order to do that, I need to pull this back to idle and then hold on this button here, and that'll activate the reverse thrusters. And then to be able to use the lever again, I need to get it back to idle, so I need to use the increase button. But we have camera buttons, these switches up here, these levers, I'm sorry, these like joysticks. That's what I use for some of the camera movements. I also use my mouse for the other parts. We have a trim wheel here. Pushing that trim wheel button in activates flight level control. And then we have autopilot on, autopilot off. The rudder works by twisting this stick here. So anyway, so I changed the flaps. And then for the condition levers, I put joystick axis 5, which is this one over here, which I usually use for flaps. I'm using it for the condition lever tonight. I tried setting it with each condition lever associated to this, like each one, like condition lever 1, condition lever 2. It didn't work. It works with all of them. And it works with them, all of them grouped into one like this. I also tried using these two buttons, not on the axis, but like condition lever increase, condition lever decrease, for just the one choice. And then I did it for each individual lever, like all 4 of them, and it didn't work. So seems like using this method works pretty well. And then, of course, I save it as a -7, and I have every airplane that I've flown so far with the flight stick. I have its own, profile saved. So, and let me make sure that we have photogrammetry off for now. We'll turn it on as we get up in the air. All right, so, all right, we got our airport chosen. We got real weathers. Let's do that. And we got that. And we got our Tyrolean. And we got that. Yeah, let's change this here. Let's change it. Wait 1 moment. 1 momentski. Now, there are no checklists that I can find anywhere online for this. Thankfully, I'm very familiar with the dash from Aerofly. So I kind of, I can turn it on. I can operate it. I don't know if I'm doing everything correct, but it worked for me. So if it worked for me, it'll probably work for you. I don't remember what this company's like code is, so I'll just put in tier. And then we got the 304s right there. Y'all know about the 304s, right? The 304s. All right, so let's go ahead and start flying. Yeah, man. This airport's pretty cool. I was trying out different airports around the Alps today, trying to find a little route to fly this airplane on. And I came across this one. This is one of the handcrafted airports. It's pretty nice, man. They did a really good job with this airport. I looked it up on Google and I see what they did here, and they did a really good job with this one. So this is in Bolzano, Italy. Bolzano, Italy. Gonna have to check my phone a little bit between now and the next 10 minutes to see if my daughter calls. Whoa. Hello. Yeah, look at the job they did with this airport, man. I think this thing is really dope. We can actually go in that building a little bit and like turn around and look at the airplane. You can't adjust the height when you're in there, but yeah, I like this air. I mean, you got the little spiral staircase deal to go upstairs there. Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job with this thing. Actually spin it this way. All right. That's good. Oh, I didn't want to do it that way. Let's do that. And then this button. Okay. Let me turn the lights on outside. And we already got ground power sitting out front, which is good. All right. So just to kind of review. Well, you know what? I never tried to go in the back. Let me see if I can go in the back. It looks like we can. Yep, we can go in the back. That is cool. I like when they allow us to go in the back like this. Wow, we can go all the way back. That's great. Man, I'm so happy they did that. I love when they do that kind of stuff. Can we open the doors from back here? Oh, we sure can. Nice. All right, how do I close them up? There we go. Very cool. Do these open? No. That would have been really cool if they opened too. Then we can sit over here on the wing and kind of look out. Look under the wing. Very cool. All right, so we got that. Hang on, put my fan on. There we go, that's better. All right, so down yonder, there's a few buttons that work, a few that don't. So let's kind of review some of these buttons before we do too much. So we have, all right, so autopilot and yaw dampener disconnect we have. All right, that looks like about it. Now we can hide the yoke. It's right here. So our nose wheel steering button is right here, but we can't operate it. We have pilot instrument lighting, stall warning test, panel lights on or off. This button doesn't work. Alternate air source on or off. We have our DME equipment here. We got our ADF VOR, reader. That's probably for ADF 1 and 2, and I guess it is VOR 1 and 2 as well. We got this device here to show for wings level, airspeed, our horizon indicator, our CDI. We have our hydraulic fluid and pressure. We have our flight controls here, primary flight controls, our vertical speed indicator, altitude with barometer, and then ABS altitude. I believe that is our altitude like above ground. Not the barometer one, but like the actual above ground. And then you can also cage and uncage the what was it that I could uncage earlier? Oh yeah, we can uncage the altitude indicator. I don't know why you would want to cage it, but you can certainly adjust that as need be. I did this adjust gyro compass thing, and all it did was just... Oh. It wasn't working before. Now it's working. Well, shit. I don't know what our... I don't know what our heading is, actually. Yo, what up, cowboy? Shit, what is our heading, actually? Does it have it over here? 12. Next to 12. All right, we'll do a restart here in a minute. We have our altitude indicator here. So this is how you would adjust, your altitude. Now this only works... Oh, here we go. So this is how you adjust your altitude that you want to climb to. Right. Yeah, well, the plane's not on now, but yeah, I mean, you can cage this and uncage it. So I never really know if those should be caged or not. I mean, I guess I could look it up. All right, we have our inertial separators here. The test button works as well. We also have all of our engine gauges here, oil pressure and temperature, fuel flow. We have our comms and our transponder down here. The weather station doesn't work. Yeah, I usually have it uncaged. That's kind of what the default is. I know like on the DC3 you need to cage it every once in a while, but yeah, okay, all right, that makes sense. So uncaged while flying and then non-operation cage it again. Okay, that makes sense to me. The weather radar doesn't work. You can disconnect the trim if you need to. We have our gust lock, which helps keep us at a certain speed on the ground. You have your pitch and trim, park and brake, throttle, condition levers. And then we have our ADF down here, pitch and trim, rudder. You can, while the plane is in like wings level mode, you can use this to turn the airplane. You can use this to increase or decrease your vertical rate of, ascent or decrease. You can adjust the volume of the radios. And then, that's kind of it for down here. You have your landing gear. And we also have this autopilot system here. So you flight director on or off, standby, IAS mode. You can see the other modes. RNAV, if we have the Garmin system installed, which we don't, the Garmin system would sit right here. And there's another one right here. And then we also have this toggle button here for taxi mode or for flight mode. We have landing and taxi lights here. The autopilot toggle for, captain or co-pilot. You have your clocks here. And then that's kind of it for down here. We do have our outside air temperature here and our flaps indicator here. And up top's where all the magic happens. This where all the magic happens. So we have the rest of our lights up here for the inside of the aircraft. We have, if the engines catch on fire, we have our fire detection. And then, I'm not really sure, and this is probably the extinguisher. You probably have to, there's no checklist, but I'm guessing you'd have to pull this lever and then maybe use these are for the bottles, the forward bottle and the aft bottle. So we have our battery temperatures here, our readouts for the different ampage. We have our DC generators here, the bus tie, external power, left and right batteries, windshield anti-ice for the frame and for the propellers, pitot heat, stall warning, elevator heat. We can dump the cabin pressure from here. Now, some airplanes, you can go in and actually set the altitude. You can't do that in this plane. You can control what the cabin pressurization is, like 5,000 to like 8,000 feet, but you can't really control like some planes you can plug in what your cruising altitude's going to be. You can't do that in here from what I've seen. We have our start button, our selector, our auxiliary fuel pumps, the type of engine start, quantity test for the fuel. You can transfer fuel from a tank to another tank just by using these switches here. We have the rest of our exterior lights here. External power. This inverter doesn't work. We have our AC generators, battery, AC generator, DC generator, master control. And then we have our packs. This doesn't work, but engine bleed does work. Cabin temperature does work. And then like these temperature switches kind of work here. Seatbelt, smoking, and emergency lights. So that's kind of the rundown. Now there is, like I said, no checklist, but getting it started is pretty simple. So we're going to do that now. I do need to restart the plane because I messed around with this. and I don't remember what our actual heading is right now. I guess I could put the HUD up for a minute, but I don't want to do that. Let's just restart, and then we'll get the airplane going, get our clearance to take off, and then go to the first station. Well, we're actually leaving from a station, flying to an ADF. So, yeah, we have a couple of ADFs and a couple of VORs tonight that we're flying to. So this is not an overly long trip, but nonetheless, it's, we'll see how it goes. All right, let me actually plug in a couple of items first. All right, so we're going to use ADF 2 for the first ADF that we're going to. So that's going to be PAT, which is right near the Innsbruck airport. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off from this airport, go north, fly past Innsbruck, make a right towards Vienna, kind of make a big loop, and then pick up the arrival for Innsbruck from over there, and then take it, to the runway 26. All right, so this one is 112. So let's change this up. So it looks like each one of these rings does a digit. Yep. So this probably does the middle digit. All right, so 112. So we're going to leave that as ADF2. All right, that's comms. And navigation is up here. And the station we are leaving from, which is just south of this airport, is Bolzano VOR. That's 117.05. So let's put that in now. And we're going to be flying away from this station. Or what did I say? 117? Yep. All right, very good. And we'll turn that on here in a moment. All right. We should have... Yep, we do have an outside unit here. So let's go ahead and get our ground power on. So first things first, let's put our battery on. Let's put our position lights on, our nav lights. And let's get some external power on. We can also turn these bus switches on and the AC generator and the DC generator. All right, let's go ahead and, this, so I looked up this little button here, this gate open button. Supposedly that stays on until you take off, so it could be a, like weight on the wheels kind of deal, or it could be something totally different, but it does go away when you take off, so. All right, I think, let me see what our arrival says. I think we got to be like over 13,000 feet or something like that. Because, it's kind of tall up here. Oh, that's 15,000 feet, so. All right, that's 10,000. Salzburg is 9,500. So I'm thinking we should probably get up to like, maybe like 18,000 feet. So let's plug in 18,000. Oh, I can use my arrows, that's right. I think this thing will go to 18,000 feet. I'm pretty sure it does. I know the Dehavilland 8 goes to like 24,000, so. All right, let me hide the yokes. And let's get some lights on. Then we'll get the batteries. Then we'll get the engines fired up. So let's get the instrument lighting on. Panel lights are on. That's good. Let's turn on our DME equipment. So we have time, speed, and that looks like about it. And we can choose nav 1 or nav 2. There's nav 2, there's nav 1. And then I'm going to flip on this. Okay, so that's ADF it's on right now. We'll use this one for VOR. And let's come over here and do the same type of deal. Let's do VOR, ADF. Let's put him on nav 1. We'll put him on time. Let's go ahead and turn his lighting on. All right, very good. So in Aerofly, when I was flying these planes, you have the condition levers here. So we would use fully forward for takeoff, normal flow for climb, and then low flow for cruise. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. Do the same type of deal with this, and we'll see if that works. I mean, it should be fine. So, all right, let's go ahead and turn on the rest of these interior lights, and then we'll get everything fired up. Oh wow, that thing just goes right around. All right, so we got those on. Let's turn these on. And we can leave the bleed air off for now. So what we're going to do, we're going to start number 1 first. I'm sorry, number 3 first. Okay. So we're going to turn on the fuel pump. We're going to flip this here to number 3 and then just push this in. We can see this is starting to go up. So since that's starting to crank, we can see we're starting to get some pressure down here too. We're just going to take this and move it to feather. Oh, you know what? There's almost no volume coming from the... Sorry about that. I just realized there's like almost no volume coming from the airplane. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, we can put him on low flow. So he's going good now. Let's go ahead and do number 2. Put his pump on. Now, since this is already pushed in, we don't need to push anything else. It's already rolling, see? So let's go ahead and move him to feather. All right, let's move him to low flow. All right, we can now start up number 1. There we go. That one's going good. All right, and starting icon turned off, so let's go ahead and put on the auxiliary fuel pump for number 4. Turn that one on. This is still pushed in. So that's coming up. Let's go ahead and move this to feather. All right, let's move this to low. Alright, very good. We can now put our different generators on now. So let's do the AC generators, the DC generators. We can also deactivate external power now. You can see our load is still consistent. That's all good. So let's turn the starter off. Let's pull that button out. We can also turn off the auxiliary fuel pumps now. We'll turn them back on for takeoff. All right, external power's off there. All right, let's turn on our engine bleeds. We'll put them on low. All right, warm, that's fine, warm. These are on auto, that's fine, and we'll leave that on. Let's turn our seatbelts on. Let's put the emergency lights, we'll arm them. Let's put our... we can leave our cabin altitude there for now, I guess. It goes up to like 10. That's kind of about it, so we'll leave it around... I guess around... Well, we'll leave it around 5,000. We'll turn it up. We'll bring it up as we continue to climb. Let's go ahead and just bring it down for now. Alright, so that's pretty much all you got to do to start up the airplane. So let's find out what runway we are taxiing from, and then we will go ahead and taxi. And we're going to fly south for a little bit, gain some altitude, turn around, fly past this VOR station that we have programmed in, and continue our flight to Innsbruck, towards that ADF station. Alright. See, does anti-skid work? Oh, anti-skid does work. That is cool. Caution lights, bright. Alright, let's talk to the ATC. Alright, let's go taxi. What is our pressure actually? Where I'm at? Let me see here. Alright, the pressure in this area right now is 1018. So let's set that. Let me see what the inches are. 30.06. And usually in this area of the world, it's usually around 6,000 feet we got to switch over. Let me see what the arrival says. I mean the approach. Transition level. Oh, it doesn't say. Well, I'm just going to use 6,000 feet. Usually it says on the approach, but it doesn't show it on this chart here. All right, let's go taxi and let's get out of here. We might need to back up a little bit, actually. Yeah. All right. Let's get them to back us up, I guess. I don't know if those bags were for us or not. They probably were. All right, let's push stop. Put our parking brake back on. Go back to clearance. And let me see here. As far as the first leg of this trip, we're going to be flying on a course of 4 degrees. So let me plug in 4 degrees. And we're going to be flying from that radial as well. All right. And number 1, the heading for number 1 runway is it 7 degrees? So let's plug in 7 degrees. All right, very good. Let's get out of here. Now I'm still in low right now to save fuel. We'll put it up to max power on the condition levers for takeoff. Like I said, after we get stabilized after takeoff, we'll go ahead and move them to the middle section. That's 19. We're using number 1. So we got to go down here. This is a really cool little airport. I like this thing. Man, I saw this plane when I got back home this morning. I was like, yeah, yes. It was like one of the happiest moments of my morning. Well, actually, my morning wasn't happy at all, actually. It was a very sad morning, actually. But that was definitely the best part of my morning. Well, second best part. I don't want to get into the other part, but I saw it. Nonetheless, I was very excited to see it because I love me some propeller planes, and I really would like there to be more de Havillands. I know they have the Caribou, which is it's kind of okay, but if they could get the Dash 8 like the Q400, man, I used to fly the hell out of that plane in Aerofly. The Q400 is an amazing little plane. Like I said, I don't know if that takeoff configuration, the way I did it, was right, but we are moving. The engines are started up. So it's a very similar set of buttons up top to what the Q400 has. So that it was very similar. So I was pretty good with that because of how similar it was. So I figured it's got to be very close to the same for turning it on. Oh, we never did put our taxi lights on. Hell, damn, we got to start over again now that we forgot to put the taxi lights on. Fly far, far away. I should. Fly away and never come back. Like, I don't know if there's an engine run-up for this airplane. Like, a lot of these propeller planes have some sort of engine run-up where you need to feather the condition levers a certain amount of times and all that. Like, I have no idea if that's needed in this airplane. We're not going to do it. But, yeah, there's one checklist I found online, and it's from another YouTuber, so I didn't really put much faith in it because he created it on his own. So he's doing essentially the same thing that I'm doing, where we just kind of figured out how to start it, and we're kind of hoping that we're right. All right, let's line up here. Let's put our parking brake back on. Let me lower my volume here. So as I say, flight director and glide slope. All right, very good. So let's move our condition levers all the way up. Let's put our flaps down once. Let's flip on this switch here for takeoff. Hey, Captain, my Captain, what's up? Captain, my Captain. Like I said earlier, it's like seeing a phoenix rise from the ashes, man. I thought you forgot all about us. All right, looks like we're stabilized here. Let's go ahead and put on our auxiliary fuel pumps again. We'll turn those off after takeoff. Let's go ahead and get our strobe lights on. What does that warning say? Oh, ground spoilers, right. Yeah, they're armed right now. No, I know, I'm just messing with you, man. I figured you got busy or some shit. It's all good, my brother. All right, what the hell? What? I just lost my train of thought for a second. Oh, yeah, landing lights. Turn the taxi lights off. Yeah. I hear you. It's all good, man. Go out and make that money. Damn, 13 days straight. Jesus Christ. Man, they must love some Chicago, man, because, you know, they call you on your day off, on your night off. They work you like a dog. All right, let's get out of here. Now, I've never taken off from this airport, so I'm not really sure. I guess I should have checked our surroundings more. Oh, you know what? We might not need to actually. Let's actually fly north towards Innsbruck. We might be okay. So if we're flying on a 4-degree, so we're flying. Okay, all right, let's go. Yeah, I searched and searched and searched for some sort of checklist, and I cannot find a checklist for this thing anywhere. But I flew the Q400 many times in Aerofly. I probably have 250 flights maybe in that airplane. And so I'm very familiar with that airplane. And I figured this one's got to be very similar to it. All right, let's go ahead and... Yeah, we might have to make a circle and get our altitude up. Yep, let's do that. So we're going to stick to my normal plan that I had at first. Let's fly to the south for a little bit and gain our altitude up a bit. And then we'll catch that VOR station and then head towards our normal course. Now, if this is like the Q400, it doesn't climb very fast. But, well, you know, we'll see what happens. But I would like to get up to about 12,000 feet before we really continue. All right, let me move our heading bug around. All right, let's level out here. Let's put our flaps up. Let's click altitude, select. Let's click heading and IAS mode. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and pull our throttle back just a little bit, and actually let's move our condition levers to normal flow. And let's go ahead and turn off the fuel pumps. And our outside air temperature is kind of getting close, but a little birdie once told me that we really don't have to put on anti-ice if, you know, there's not many clouds or it's not misty out or we don't see any kind of liquid on the airplane, so we'll leave anti-ice off. Yeah, man. We're flying from... Yeah, it's like hazing somebody. We're flying from Bolzano. Here, I'll type in the waypoints. So... this is the airport we're taking off from. Which is Bolzano, Italy. We are using OZE, PAT, GS, B, and then SBG. Landing at Lowy, Innsbruck. Using the localizer for 26. Landing. So we got our Tyrolean. This air group was absorbed by, I think it was either Lufthansa or Austrian Air a while ago. I forget who took them over, but it was one of them too. Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, I decided to fly without the Garmin systems, so I'm just using VOR stations and ADF stations for the navigation. Alright, let me, I think that's okay. I was gonna adjust our IAS, but that's okay. You can see that gate button turned off, so that's gone now. Since we're in the air, we can turn our landing lights off. Let's put this back to standard pressure. I think that's 2992. Let me see here. Yep. All right, how far away are we from that station? We are... ...12 miles away. Okay. And so if we want to leave on the 4 radial, that means we need to fly towards the 184 radial. So let's plug in 184. Because that's the course we're going to be spinning back around to. All right, let's go ahead and let's start making our turn back towards the airport. So we can fly past that station. So I got my little arrows on my keyboard. That's what we're using to turn right now. They also have a Dreamliner that just came out. I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not, because it looks like it's identical to the Dreamliner that's already in existence. I mean, it even says in the description that, like, you have to have the deluxe or premium. You have to have the Dreamliner already in order to use this Dreamliner that they want you to buy. So I don't know if we're going to be, you know, getting that. I think it's kind of pointless, to be honest. Unless there's something in it that's, like, magically way better. I don't see a point. I did waste $5 today. You can go ahead and check out that video if you want to. You know, I bought that Innabuilds race car thinking that it was complete, but it's not. I'm not really mad anymore. I got my frustration out on that video, but yeah, it's just another mod that was sold without it being complete. You know, the area of the world where they want you to use that race car with the racetrack and all that is in Abu Dhabi, which is great. We have airports in Abu Dhabi, and it's very beautiful down there. However, the free download that you're supposed to get with this race car in order to ride it on the racetrack is not available on Xbox. It's available on PC, which is, you know, I'm aware PC gets stuff before us. I'm fine with that. I just get tired of these companies selling shit before it's actually ready to be sold. What nav mode am I in, actually? Just thought about that. Alright, I know I saw a nav button in here earlier. Oh, you know what? That button is not here anymore. So when you have the airplane with the Garmin systems, there's a GPS/nav button around here that you need to click on in order to switch between, like, VORs and the actual route that you know, construct. All right, so you should be able to click nav and have that. So it's capturing right now. All right, let's stay on heading. So we need to plug in 4 then, I guess. There we go. Hey, what up, Grease? What's cracking, Leighton? Welcome back. Welcome back to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. Hey, I like that. I don't know if anybody noticed that or not, but those winglets on the back moved quite a bit when we were turning. I like that. Man, there are, like, no good camera angles on this airplane. That's one thing I wish they would change. I hear you. I was doing 4 a.m. chores last night, too. Folding clothes and packing a bag and doing all kinds of, yeah. Yeah, man, I didn't get any sleep until, like, 10 o'clock this morning. I laid down, and like an hour and a half into my lay down, my phone started blowing up. Family members calling, hospital calling. I'm like, man, I just want to sleep. Can you guys let me sleep? All right, let's go back into heading mode. So we're going to fly about 50 miles. So So my daughter is very depressed most of the time. From Kiki. Man, Kiki's alright with me. What's up, Eyes Echo? What's happening? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, before you leave, hit subscribe and hit that like button. So you guys, I think you guys know that I have full custody of both my kids. So I got full custody of both my kids back in 2016, when their mom decided that she wanted nothing to do with them ever again. So she hasn't talked to them since February of 2017. She hasn't talked to her family. Like, she cut her parents off, she cut her siblings off, she cut everybody off. So my daughter has taken it very hard, and still to this day thinks it's her fault. And there's some other things that have happened recently with people close to her that just threw her in this downward spiral, and she grabbed a bottle of one of her prescriptions, and she ate 3 weeks worth of medicine at one time. Sent me a text message, sent her cousin a text message apologizing, saying it's not our fault. And then about 20 minutes later, she decided she wanted to live. So she called the suicide hotline, and she woke me up. The paramedics showed up right away, and she went into a coma kind of state. Like right the time the paramedics got here, she just like fell completely, and she was pretty much comatose for about 7 or 8 hours on Thursday. And then when she woke up, it took her a while to gain her vision, her speech. So anyway, so now she's in a long-term facility for, therapy, and, it's kind of like a mental health hospital. But this is not the first time she's tried to commit suicide, but this is the closest she's ever come to actually dying. Like, I really do think that if she waited to call suicide, or if the paramedics showed up 10 or 15 minutes later, I really think that she would have died on Thursday morning. So she's very happy that she didn't kill herself. But it was definitely scary on Thursday. It's still scary, but she's in a good place now, and she really seems serious about getting better now. So, we'll, hopefully it's not just words, and, hopefully, she'll start getting, she needs to start being honest with the people that are trying to help her. And I think she's finally understanding that she needs to be honest with them, otherwise she's not ever going to get better. So yeah, so that's kind of the short version of what happened. So yeah, scary stuff. But the part of the hospital she was in, since she's a minor, there has to be a parent there the whole time. So yeah, her cousin just tried it like a couple of months ago, and her aunt. I don't know what kind of bun that is, but I mean, there's been a few people on both sides of the family that have tried that over the years, and thankfully none of them have been successful. Now, if there was a way for me to adjust the speed, I would lower the speed a little bit. But we're close enough to 18,000 feet. We should be okay. Let me give it a little bit more juice. All right, so we need to travel about 50 miles away. Oh, a cinnamon bun. Gotcha. Yeah, thanks, Echo. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, she ate the pills, and she got into the shower with all her clothes on. And then I guess she was just going to fall asleep in the shower was kind of her plan. But then she decided she wanted to live, which I'm very happy about. I mean, that would have been horrible. Like, waking up for work and then finding her in the shower, like, dead in the shower. Man, that's like shit you see in the movies. Yeah, that would have been horrible. I mean, the situation in general was horrible. Hey, Jake, send one of them cinnamon buns down my way, man. I'll give you my address. Go ahead and put one in FedEx for me and send it my way. All right, the nav station we're going to after Pat is 109.45. Let's type that in now. Oh, you know what? I never turned on the ADF stuff. Hang on a second. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think you're right. You know, because in the past she tried cutting her wrists, or drinking like bleach. You know, like in the past she's done like something that I thought would have been way more quick instead of taking pills and jumping in the shower. But yeah, that would be really good if she could take this experience and turn it into something positive. That would be like a silver lining, I guess, to say for this. Man, it's so pretty out here. Oh, we got to turn on photogrammetry. Hang on a second. We forgot to turn that on. I usually turn this on right after takeoff. Traffic? No, bitch. Not traffic. Data. I almost got arrested at the hospital last night. So, I almost got in a fight with a nurse and a security guard. You know, I was very much a mixed bag of emotions. I still am. But I was sleeping at the hospital last night, and I was already asleep. I was in one of the consult rooms that are for families, of patients that are in the ER and in the behavioral health ward where my daughter was. This nurse came in, turned the lights on, had a security guard with her, and was like, "You need to leave. We need this room for a family." I'm like, "What the?" I went off on him. The police officer had to come over and said, "Look, if you don't quiet down, I'm gonna wind up, taking you and putting you in cuffs." I'm like, "I'll just go." So I walked back to my... Yeah, I love the Dash 8 too, man. I really wish they'd bring one out for the simulator. This is very close to the Dash 8. Yeah, I've never flown a Dash 7 before. This is the first time flying this plane. But like I said, I have hundreds of flights in the Dash 8 on Aerofly, and it's very similar on the inside. I mean, it's almost identical. There's some differences for sure, but I mean, it's overall. I mean, it's almost the exact same buttons up top, and then down below, it's almost exactly the same. Just that airplane's got 2 engines versus 4, but... Oh yeah, one thing I didn't do that I forgot to do that I would recommend that I used to do in the Dash 8 is take this rudder wheel and click it clockwise like 8 times for takeoff. And then once you get stabilized after takeoff, center it back up again. Oh, by the way, if you're looking for the yaw dampener, it's right here. I just turned it on. I was looking for that button. I didn't realize it was down there. And the autopilot engage and disengage is right here as well. She tried to commit suicide on Thursday morning. So she ate almost a whole bottle of her prescription pills. Yeah, she's usually honest. Like whenever she feels like that, she usually comes to me and we talk and kind of get shit squared away. But she was just tired of feeling the way she was feeling, and between what she was going through and what she's been going through lately with her therapist and school and stuff like that, it was just too much for her to handle. Yeah, that's why I wasn't online the last few days. So, all right, we are gonna be flying on a heading of 57 degrees, and we got about 15 more. We got about 15 more miles before we need to turn. All right, we're getting ready to level off. So once we level off, we're gonna put these in closer to low. I believe that's what I used to do in the Dash 8, I think. Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that. Let me this airplane might be different because we're barely in the green right now. I tell you what, let's just keep the prop lever like in the middle of the close to the middle of the green mark the whole time. Yeah, because the Dash 8, it had certain click points for it, so yeah, scary stuff, man. I'm not going to get into actually what's wrong, but I mean, that's nobody's business on here, but it was enough bad shit for her to feel like she had no other way to handle it other than to end her life. But no, just stuff with school, family, therapy, and stuff from the past. It all just kind of came ahead. I mean, she's generally very depressed all the time, anyways. If I could go lower in altitude, I will, but I don't know. I think 15,000 feet might be okay. All right, we should be about... All right, so we're at altitude. We're almost at max cruising speed. You're right. I should spend time with her. That's a good idea. I do, by the way. I spend lots of time with her. But she's not home right now. She's in a hospital. Which is where I was for the last 3 days. Now, I spend as much time with her as she allows. I mean, she's a teenager. She doesn't want to hang out with me too often. But we do spend time together each day. Yeah, she's definitely a strong one, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, she's very strong in a lot of ways. That's for sure. She does got heart, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, coming that close to death, she said it really gave her perspective on life, and that she wants to fix herself instead of just ending her life. Like, she don't want to do that. Yeah, I might try that. See how red her face gets. How far out are we? Oh shit, we need to turn. Let's go this way. Let's flip our frequency, and we should be on 57. Hang on, I don't think I have the right... Oh, no, I don't have the right frequency in here. Shit. All right, 109.45. All right, there we go. So how far out are we? It's not reading it yet. Oh, yeah, we're 76 miles away. Okay. So from Pat, we want to be on 57. So we need to... And Pat again is... $112. Yeah, we go on vacations usually a couple times a year. It's a little bit less now that the kids have kind of grown up a bit, but yeah, we try to get away a couple times a year. Yeah. I don't understand what you're asking, Jake. You mean, like, did she get physically hurt? I'm not going to get into all the little ins and outs of what led her to it. You know, it's enough that I shared what I shared, but if that's what you're asking, I don't know. I don't know exactly what you're asking. Yeah, I mean, usually she comes to me when she's not feeling good, and she will share with me why she's not feeling good, and we usually work through it, and usually she feels better, and I'm not judgmental with her. You know, I accept everything that she wants to do or wants to be, and I mean, I keep it real with her. I keep it 100 with her. Like, I don't sugarcoat stuff with her either. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, you know, ever since her mom left, she's just been very depressed and blaming herself, and yeah, right, and I think she finally realizes that she needs to be honest with the people that are trying to help her if she wants to get better. You know, like, the only way she's going to get better is if she's honest with the people trying to help her. And I think she's finally starting to realize that. You know, I think if she was honest with the people trying to help her for the last couple of years and longer, maybe she'd be medicated properly, maybe she'd have the right kind of therapy. Like maybe she would have maybe she would have been, maybe things would have been different for her, you know? All right, let's start descending a little bit. Let's go VS mode. I would imagine we're going to pick up this VOR station sometime soon. Yeah, this is it right here. So we need to head a little bit more this way. Yeah. Well, a big issue why she has trouble being honest is she does not trust any woman at all. Ever since what her mom did to her, she just has zero trust in any woman. And ever since then, it's been really tough for her to be open and honest because she feels like every woman is going to leave her. She doesn't have that problem with guys because I've never left her, so she doesn't have that experience of a guy just, you know, rolling out on her. But, you know, that trust issue with females goes real deep. And, you know, her therapist just dropped her 2 months ago out of the blue. So her therapist, her schedule changed, the therapist schedule changed. And instead of working with Ellie to, you know, keep her on the schedule, she just dropped her out of the blue and said, I'm not going to be able to help you out anymore. This is our last session. Didn't talk to me first, which she's supposed to do. So I filed a complaint, and I'm actually looking at potentially, you know, filing some sort of civil action against them. Right. You're right. All right, let's level off at like 13,000 feet. Actually, we'll level off at like 14,000. Because we're still quite a bit away from our turning point. We still haven't even captured the localizer. Like, the frequency yet is not even showing in our DME equipment. Yeah, I mean, just out of the blue, just dropped her like that. And that brought back a lot of those feelings of abandonment, because my daughter finally found somebody, a woman that she can trust besides like her grandparents or cousins or, you know, things like that. Like, she finally found somebody she could be open with and honest with and looked forward to seeing, and then she just dropped right out of the blue. Right, that's right. Yeah, there's like two places she feels really safe. One is the house here, and the other one is the School of Rock, which I do send her to periodically. But yeah, she loves the School of Rock in Annapolis. Yeah, yep. So, and there's a few other things that have happened that, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna put that business out there. But I mean, it was just a culmination of things, and it just all came ahead. And I knew she's been depressed, but it didn't seem like it was anything more than it usually is. Like, you know, like I said, she's routinely depressed, but it didn't seem like it was like anything more than usual. So, and she wasn't showing any symptoms of it being anything more than just her normal, just her normal ups and downs. She wasn't like sleeping anymore or eating less or having any kind of more of an attitude or isolating anymore. Like there was nothing that I saw which would have raised any kind of red flags. Obviously it was there, but nobody saw it. I didn't see it, her brother didn't see it, grandparents didn't see it. All right, let's hold this altitude here. And we gotta pick up this station soon, unless I have it typed in wrong. I mean, it should be 109.45. Yeah, that's what I got, 109.45. So the arrival that we're doing starts here. So we're gonna go here, turn, and start this arrival. Fly to RTT, and that begins our approach right here to Innsbruck. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Yeah, I just, I tried to replay, like, some of the things back in my head. Like, if I could have changed something to be different, but, like, I didn't see anything I could have done differently other than maybe forcing her to talk a bit more than she was. Yeah, and another thing too is that nobody's like ever, like none of her therapists have really ever sat with me and kind of help me to help her better. Like they didn't like a lot of the stuff that I found out that works and doesn't work with her has just been trial and error. So I'm hoping that when she gets released, well, ultimately to be 100, I would like for her to be in a long-term facility. Like for maybe like months, maybe do schoolwork there, like do school there, really have intensive treatment, get her medication under control, and learn how to love herself again and learn how to start this healing process of forgiving herself and things like that. I've been very close a couple of times to getting it approved, but child services and social services have always agreed with me and gave me the thumbs up for it. I've never been able to get a psychiatrist to sign off on it though. And I came very close. The last time she was in the hospital, they said if she comes back here one time, we'll do it. But we got a different hospital this time, so we'll see what happens. But for tonight, she's in a safe place. I don't have to worry about it. It's rough living in a house where every time you hear her footsteps or you hear her door open, like I wonder what is it going to be bad news? Is she coming to talk to me about something bad? Like every time I hear, it's very nerve-wracking to live in a house like that where every time you hear something, you wonder if it's going to be bad news. Yeah, social media certainly has not helped. That is definitely true. You are right about that. Yeah. Yeah, social media has not been great for this situation. I don't know if it would have stopped, what happened, but uh yeah, I agree with you completely about social media. Does it look like these wings have gotten dirtier as we've been flying the airplane? Like all the carbon coming out of doesn't it look like they actually like have like blackened up? That is really cool if that's the case. Yeah, they have blackened up. That is a really cool effect. Look at that. The top of the wings blacken up because of the exhaust. Oh, I know the phone's a problem for sure. I noticed it as soon as they both got phones. I noticed that like their sleeping habits changed. Like yeah, oh yeah, it was yeah. If there's like one thing I could go back in time and change, it definitely would be like them getting phones as early as they did. Yeah. Yeah, social media is cruel, man. So social media for kids nowadays is like it's crazy how they live and die by whatever's on TikTok or Facebook or Snapchat or whatever they're on. It's just really like I don't know. I don't get it. My generation when I was young, and when I was young, I mean, like we had issues too, but like we didn't have the social media part. When I was my kid's age, man, shit, I was drinking, smoking, played lacrosse, played drums in a few different bands, was chasing girls every chance I could get, like a dog, going to parties on the weekend. Like these kids nowadays, they just want to sit in their room and just let life pass them by. I don't get it. I really don't. Man, this is going to take forever. We might as well just turn around and head towards RTT, to be honest. I don't really know if I feel like sitting in this airplane. I'd rather jump in another airplane and do something else. Let's see where we're at. We're kind of almost there, I think. Yeah, I wonder why we haven't picked up this station yet. Like a dog, that's right. Oh yeah. Oh, songs are big, dude. Like she listens to so many artists I've never heard of before. She listens to so many artists that I've never heard before, and their songs are so depressing. It is like why do you listen to this? Like I don't get it. All right, I'm not sure why this is not picking up this station, unless it's just not a station that unless it's just not a station that will pick up. Because it should be picking something up by now. What about SBG? That's 113.8. Let's see if that. Okay, you see that one it picks up. All right, so what we got to do is we got to get to the 319 course. So let's plug in 319. So 319 is perpendicular to this waypoint. So once we get to 319, we'll turn. We'll get to 319, we'll get there, and then we'll turn on a heading of 225. You got something for me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's Grease got for me? And we also need to... Let's put our altitude down to like... Oops. Let's put our altitude down to like... Maybe like 11,000 feet. We got to cross over the next waypoint at over 9,500, so let's put this down to like 1,100. I mean 11,000. And we'll do IAS this time. And let's lower these a bit. Yeah, I'm dying to know too, man. What's good, Grease? All right, let's go to our ADF receiver. Let's plug in 303 because that's the RTT. Oh. It might be something I blocked, maybe. I don't know. Books and skirts. I know the feeling. Oh, shit. Did I miss my turn because I was talking? I sure did. Damn it. Sitting here talking, I missed my turn. I think that's so cool that the wings get discolored from the exhaust from the engines. That is awesome. I have never seen that on any other plane in this simulator before. Alright, let's get back to our waypoint. And then once we get to SBG, then we got to turn on a 225 heading. Yeah, right. We're getting ready to get shot down because now we're in we're in the middle of Russia now. Yeah, it's my bad, guys. Sorry to get us shot down. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they do it on PC or not, but I know on Xbox a lot of times that stuff doesn't show up. All right, we are 11 miles out. I wonder how this plane looks at nighttime. Let me see. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, that's pretty cool, actually. Man, that's lit up really nicely, actually. Got a good reflection on the window. Yeah. Right. They're like, Yuri, we think it's one of our own. Don't shoot it, Yuri. The opposite of 225 would be 45. It's all good. That means you're an American if English isn't your first language. It used to be the primary language in America, but we got such a melting pot now that, I mean, there's just tons of languages now in America, which is it's very interesting now. I like it's kind of nice actually. All right, we can actually get ready to turn towards 320 towards 225. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this. All right, let's turn towards 225. Let's actually go 240 right now. And then this we're actually going to put on 25. I'm sorry, on 45. Because we're going to be flying from the 45 radial. Yeah. Yeah, it's the truth though in America. I mean, there's so many languages now in America, you know, it's all right, and we need to fly about 50 miles away. And we need to pick up 303, which is what we got there. But it's very important that we line this up. So we got to work on getting that aligned, which it looks like we are doing. Let's let this come in a little bit. Man, these lights are really bright. Jesus. Knowing Yuri, he might wind up shooting the RPG backwards, though. So he might wind up blowing something up behind him instead of shooting down the airplane. Alright, this is almost lined up. Oh, man, that sucks. You could always put it on Discord. That's Big Brother. Big Brother doesn't want you to send me a card. Oh, well, I got an iPad. You could always send it on Apple. I don't know what you would need to send it on Apple. I don't have a phone number attached to the iPad, but... Right. Yeah, they'll just pick it up and throw it. He might. I've seen him do some crazy shit before. He might do that. Alright, what town is this? Alright, let's get down to 9,500 now. Let's arm this. That's a little better now. Jesus, that was so bright before. Alright, we're 16 miles out, 17. We need to go about 50 miles out. So we get to RTT. It doesn't look like the ADF is picked up yet. Oh, look, it's got our course on the bottom of there, too. I didn't notice that until just now. We want to be on 225, and this thing's on 222. That is interesting. I like that feature. Alright, let's have the sun start coming up. There we go, let's do that. And let's actually turn a bit and pick up 225. Right. There we go. That's about as orange as we can get, I think. It'll orange up a little bit more as we fly, but... Yeah, usually when I take off, I make it kind of dark, and I try to have it so where the sun will come up kind of as we're, like, close to leveling off. But, yeah, I didn't do that this time around, but... Oh, this has us going the wrong way. Okay. All right. My bad. Let's turn back around again. Make these passengers sick. If that is even the radial. I don't know. Maybe that's not the radial. Maybe that was just a coincidence. I think this 215 is the radial. Maybe not. Let's get this line back up again and see what it says. Yeah, oh, I know about insomnia. I get that every once in a while. That's rough, man. Especially when I'm tired. And like I think I'm tired enough to go to sleep, but I just can't. Or, you know, you get to the point in the middle of the night where you're like, all right, if I fall asleep now, I could probably get like... Yeah, I am using my watch, right? I called Yuri. Yuri told me how to go, so that's what we're doing. No, you know, like then you stare at your clock and it's like, all right, if I fall asleep now, I could probably get like 3 hours of sleep, and then you know, it just... All right, so the ADF is almost on 225 also, which is good because that's what we need to be on. We're actually not too far from the airport. All right, and then after 303, we have... All right, the ILS is 1111. Well, not ILS, but the localizer. So that's 111. Nice. Damn. That's awesome. The heat blur F-14, the... Wow. That's cool, man. I'll have to go ahead and buy that thing. That's awesome. Thank you. Uh, 303 and then 320. Thank you, Greece, for the super chats. That's awesome, man. Thank you. All right, altitude on. Yeah, when we land, I'll go into the market and take care of them all. That's awesome, man. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. That's cool. Yeah, that MiG-29 is a really cool plane, man. YouTube blocks anything above that. That's weird. I wonder if it's your card or YouTube, but... Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know why they would block it, man. I've seen people get, like, $500 super chats, and... Like, I was watching this, this weather channel that I like, called, Ryan Hall. And, yeah, somebody donated, like, $500 to him on super chat. Or maybe it wasn't a super chat. Maybe it was a tip. Whatever it was. Whatever. Thank you, dude. I really do appreciate it. It's awesome. Thank you. All right, we are just about ready to hit RTT. From there, we need to go 207. should be right at RTT. Oh, we're getting there. All right, we'll use the ADF to line up with that. Let's flip our frequency over. Jesus! No, what did I put? No, they're all aviation themed. I forget exactly what I put in, to be honest. No, they're not windmills. It was no, that's a little propeller plane actually. Yeah, that's a little propeller plane. All right, we got. Okay, let's turn back. Course 225. And this we need to put on 254. For our landing, but I think it's off by a couple of degrees, but that's okay. All right, from RTT, we need to go about 26 miles on a 207 course. You doing okay? Yeah. Right. Right. If you want to play that game, that's fine. We can play it every time I say, let's make a turn. All right, let's head 207. And we're going to stay on this course until we get to... until this lines up. Once this lines up, whoa, this is cool looking. Let's put on our landing lights. Oh yeah, landing lights are down here, that's right. And eventually we need to get down to about 4,400. I know 2,700 is where we need to get down to. So we'll start our descent once this lines up and we start turning. Once we make that turn and line up, then we'll start descending again. I haven't done this landing in a while, but it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know. It's probably maybe 40 some dollars probably. I'm not really sure what the currency exchange rate is in America. Oh shit, we gotta turn. Alright, let's turn on nav. So we'll capture the localizer. Oh, it's 55? It's actually more now? For a long time, euros were worth more than the dollar. That's surprising. Right. Yeah, it could be. It's $1 million. That's right. All right, once we pass this little mountain range here, we'll start descending. I think I can actually see the airport right over here. All right, let's start descending. Let's go VS mode. And let's go... Yeah, you should turn it into a drinking game. Every time I say let's turn, make it into a drinking game. All right, let's put our fuel pumps back on. All right, let's actually try to slow down a bit. Let's put our flaps, our landing gear down. Oh, I think I'm going to love the F-14. Yeah, I agree with you. All right, we got some flaps in play. Oh, wrong lever. My bad. There we go. Now we got flaps down. Right. That's true. You have to buy a case of like a case of liquor. I don't know if we're gonna get down in time, to be honest. We might be okay. We might have to do a little bit of a go around type thing. I should probably fly this by hand, because we got to line up with this airport and oops. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the MiG-29, I was looking at that last week when or 2 weeks ago when I got the MiG-21. Well, we'll have to do an unwrapping spectacular in a day or two. All right, let's go ahead and I think we're going to take over manual control of this airplane. Because we got to line up. Put more flaps down. Adjust our trim. Hey, man, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Wrong lever. Just trim a little bit. there's the runway. Yeah, we did get down in time. It didn't look like we were going to get down in time, but we're good. I think we're going to buzz the tower. Yeah, I was not very familiar with the metric system until I started flying the simulator, and then once I started flying this thing on a regular basis, that's when I really started to understand like meters and kilometers and kilograms and yeah, you can set it up in the settings. You can have it as a hybrid where it does a mixture of metric and imperial. You can have it all imperial or all metric. I think the last time I landed here, it was a snowstorm. Man, it is so much easier to fly a plane with the flight stick. Instead of using my thumb, man, it is so nice using a flight stick instead of my thumb. Man, we have been all red this whole time. Damn, this thing comes to a quick stop. Jesus. All right, there we go. We popped our wheelie and we're good. Yeah, I just I've had a flight stick now for maybe a month, and it makes a big difference. That's for sure. Yeah, that was a pretty. I think that was a decent landing. I think that was a pretty decent landing. That plane is a lot of fun. I think I spent $20 on that airplane. I think that plane is definitely worth it. That plane was a lot of fun. I could have. Maybe we'll do that next time. Maybe next time we'll land it on the helipad. We could do that. We'll try it on the helipad next time. Yeah, this plane I thought about getting, but like I just don't see the point in getting this airplane. This one here, because like it says here, you need to have the other Boeing, you need to have the other Dreamliner installed in order, because it relies on the cockpit systems from it. Like, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on this airplane, to be honest. Like, yeah, I think if this thing got down to $10, I would probably get it. Like, if I can get it down to the price of a pizza, I probably would do it. All right, let's go shopping. So, let's go to jets. Actually, let me see if any of these are on my wish list. All right, so this is the... Yeah. Yeah, that one comes with like 12 different liveries, I think. All right, so we got this one. So I'll buy it. I'll download it later. Yeah, I think 10 is good for that. All right, so we're going to buy this one. Oh, I got to get my other controller connected. Hang on a second. I can't put my code in with the flight stick. Uno momento. Got to have my regular controller for this. All right, let's see here. All right, let's get this. Right. Jerry the Mouse. All right, so I can't wait to fly an F-14 Tomcat, man. I've been waiting my whole life to fly one of those. All right, let's go back. And let's get I saw the MiG-29. So, yeah, when I get upstairs in a little bit, I'll download it then. All right. So, now I'm guessing the livery pack is from Des Moines also, so let me plug their name in here. Jets and liveries. All right, so it must be this livery pack here. The one that's 50% off. Okay, so let's get this. Grease, you're turning me into a military jet guy, man. I never wanted to buy these because I can't shoot any ammunition. But now you're turning me into one, man. I like it. I just never really thought about flying them before because can't shoot anything with them. And this is a great little plane too. I flew the hell out of this in Ace Combat 7, the flanker. All right, let's see here. And Fulcrum liveries. And buy. I love shopping. This is fun. Yeah, I got the MiG-21, and the physics are pretty damn good on that plane. And now, I say they're good. I really have no idea how the real one, like how the real one does in real life. So, it seems like it. I mean, it moves nice. I mean, it's a really smooth ASMR shopping. Thank you, Mr. Grease, for continue our search of the perfect airplane here in the Xbox marketplace for Microsoft Simulator. As we continue to find the perfect livery pack that'll keep it vanilla. Wow, look at all these liveries. Jesus, God almighty. Wow. That is cool. MiG-29. Oh, wow, look at that livery, that zebra skin. That is cool. Yeah, it's going to take me a couple of days to learn these planes. Good thing I'm off work the next 2 days. Sweet, man. I can't wait to learn this one. Very cool. Very cool. Thanks, Grease, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Time is it 10:20? You know what we could do real quick is just jump in both airplanes, like at the runway, and just take off in them real quick. Let's download them and see how long it takes. It shouldn't take too long. All right, not installed. You know what? This might take a few minutes. Oh, let's see how long it takes. Maybe it'll go quickly. Yeah, I mean, if you spent, you know, I don't want to make you wait, dude. Let's try to get them up and running. I just this download system they have is so suspect. You know, like my internet is way faster than this. But it always seems like this is capped at a certain speed. It'll go all the way down to like 0, and then it'll shoot all the way up to like 300, and then go back down again, and I don't think I can fly anything else while this is going on, so we just kind of have to sit here. India Fox Techo. I wonder if there's any, I think there's material you can actually download and read on these things. I think. Let me look. I'll look later. I don't really care now. Oh, damn. All right, Mr. Echo. Well, thanks for coming by, and you know, you can always stop by again. You know, I do this around the same time every day, Tuesday through Sunday, unless something happens where I can't do it. But typically Tuesday through Sunday, I do it at the same time every night. Well, nighttime here. Have a good day at work, my friend. I appreciate you hanging out for a while. It was fun talking with you. You had me cracking up a bit tonight. That's good. I appreciate that. And thanks for the good advice as well. I appreciate that. I do. Thank you. All right. We're at a whopping 7%. Okay, I'll call you Brian. Nice to meet you. One gigabyte per second. Jesus. Hey, James. Hey, we're downloading a Tomcat right now. We still have to do the A330 and the A350 flight. I haven't forgotten. By the way, it's just I wasn't around the last few days, so. All right, see you, Brian. Have a good day. Yeah, we just got 2 new planes and a livery pack for one of the planes. So I'm trying to download them right now and not do cold and dark starts and all that shit, but just like get into them and, you know, fly around, like start at the runway and just kind of fly a little bit on both of them just to see how they sound and handle. Connect my flight stick again. Oh, I thought you were the Tomcat. So you're the F-16 Eagle? I got you. My bad, dude. I'm sorry to misgender you. It wasn't intentional. I hope you don't cancel me. Please don't cancel me. I didn't mean to use the wrong pronouns with you. That would really suck because it really was an accident. Damn, I keep on misgendering you. It's really not intentional, I promise. If they removed A320 liveries? Yeah, let's look. I wonder why they would do that. I bet you it could do a Cobra maneuver. I bet you it could. That SR-71's a special plane. I bet you that thing can do all the maneuvers. Every maneuver. Well, no, there's A320 here. There's here's A320 here. No, they still have A320 liveries. At least from Four Simmers. I mean, he makes pretty good liveries, but he's not my favorite. But no, he's got plenty of liveries available for the A320 still. Two pilots got him for the Neo. Yeah. Yeah, they still got A320 liveries available. Diamond Air, DCH-2, F-18, Kodiak. Kodiak. Here's another 320 livery pack, another one. From Tomas. No, they have A320 still. Dude. Oh, oh, you talking about the new plane. Yeah, let's see. Dude, you bought an SR-71? Wow. Sometimes I really wish that I had a PC so I can get some of those kind of planes. Because I don't think that'll ever come out on Xbox. No, they still got if you're talking about the new one, they have the EasyJet they still have the same ones. Iberia, Wizz, EasyJet, New Zealand, and Spirit. Yeah, he didn't go to that website. He actually bought it himself, it sounds like. Let's look at the this A320. Yeah, this one still has the S7, which was the only livery available for that. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they still have it. At least here they still have it. Come on, man. God, I have such fast internet. I just got a voicemail? Really? No way, I didn't miss a phone call just now. Oh, I sure did. Oh no, I didn't miss. No, I didn't miss a phone call. Why the hell is it telling me I got a voicemail now? What I'm probably going to do is after these download, I'm going to exit the whole program and close it out completely and then restart it. Which is what I typically do whenever I download something. I'll exit out of it and then go back into it. Mach 3, that's crazy. You're going to create like a black hole in the atmosphere. You got your own uh hadron collider. What the hell is that thing called? Whatever the hell that collider is in like Vienna, not Vienna. The guys, right on the tip of my tongue. The Hadron Collider. I gotta look it up. That's gonna mess with me the rest of the night. Yeah, you're probably right. The something collider. Let me type that into Google. The something collider. All right, the something collider. The something collider experiments. CERN. The Hadron Collider, that's it. Yeah, you're going to wind up creating a black hole. It's not going to be the Hadron Collider that creates it. It's going to be you flying Mach 3. Create some sort of time warp between time and space. Nice. Man, you're going to have a lot of new genders to start going by. I'm going to be confused for a long time, trying to figure out what to call you. See, like every day, you're going to be going by a new airplane. So it looks like there's a new story that's out. The A320 V2 enhancement pack. The enhancement package includes virtual cabin, improved textures, to ensure users on PC would also be able to get the full experience. The new enhancement pack features 4K exterior and interior, a modeled passenger cabin, and is available with 8 liveries. You can get the Airbus Neo for free. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be on Xbox or not. I don't think there was an update. I mean, unless the airplane updated with the big update, like there wasn't. I haven't had a separate update for that airplane ever. So maybe all that stuff came out on the Xbox when I did the SU-15 update. Xbox Game Pass reportedly locks down one of 2024's biggest games. Oh wow, 2024 Call of Duty will reportedly debut on Xbox Game Pass. No shit. Oh, that's gonna fuck up anybody who's gonna play something else on the Game Pass besides Call of Duty. Well, and even Call of Duty, it's gonna jam up the servers. Wow. Man, Taylor Swift has a lot of power. Damn. So I'm reading on Interesting Engineering. Taylor Swift's jet emissions leads to U.S. barring private plane tracking. So because Little Miss Climate Change is putting out so much carbon, she, I guess, did something, and now the U.S. is not going to track, or at least they're not going to track private planes publicly. That's crazy. Well, that really sucks because a lot of the small aircraft that I fly, I get the idea for the flights from real aircraft. So okay. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, that is so stupid. Taylor Swift's attorney called. So Jack Sweeney was the one that started, like tracking her plane. Her attorney called Sweeney's plane monitoring activity stalking and harassing. That's crazy. Stalking and harassing. What's what's Knocker Bell? Or Volker Bell? I'm not familiar with that, dude. So Sweeney has maintained that the new law doesn't make it impossible to track private jets. He says, quite possibly it makes me want to push even harder on tracking. I will have a write up soon. Yeah, man, write that shit up. Stalking and harassing. Where does she get the nerve to do that? I mean, she's the richest, like the richest woman on the face of the earth. I mean, ugh, what a pussy. For real. What an absolute cunt. Like, you're like tracking my plane, and it's like stalking and harassing. So like I'm gonna file a lawsuit, and Joe Biden, who's just kind of like hanging out in the White House every once in a while, he's gonna sign the bill. Um, but yeah, let's totally kill carbon. Let's kill carbon, and let's not eat meat anymore because cows pass gas, and gas can heat up the earth. And let's have windmills everywhere because they cost tons in fossil fuels to make, and they create zero energy. But let's have tons of those all around the world, so we can kill birds and take away property value. And then I'm just gonna fly and make a huge footprint. How can you see my MiG-29? I haven't even downloaded it yet, man. That I'd like to know, my friend. You can see it right on my screen. Man, this is taking forever, Grease. Jesus, we've been here for 20 minutes already, waiting for this thing to download. We're not even halfway through the first one, man. We might have to do this another night. We might. Maybe tomorrow night I'll get on for a few minutes and do it, but nice. Oh, I was just commenting because you said you could see my MiG-29. I'm like I haven't seen it yet. I'm still waiting on it. Hello, this is Taylor Swift for all the carbon footprints. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure I'm not in Greece. Yeah, no, it's just this server is so damn slow all the time, especially on a Saturday night, I would imagine. Like you're probably right that it's taken. Oh, here we go. We're going in the right direction now. See, that's what I mean. It goes to like almost zero, then it'll like ramp up, and then it'll go back down again. See, we're still now. All right, we hit our max. Now we're going backwards again. It'll go all the way back down to like one or two. Oh, nope, it's going up again. Hello, this is Taylor Swift from the Eras Tour, bringing the largest carbon footprint ever. Like, ever. Okay? And, like, you tracking my plane, even though it's public information, that's called stalking and harassing. And I'm an independent woman with she and they pronouns. And I'm going to file a lawsuit that says you can't stalk my plane anymore. Oh, I didn't know that. That's the fastest. Wow, I didn't know that. All right, number one's almost finished. I am very much a sexist. Yep. No, you're wrong, bitch. Go make me some biscuits. Do my laundry. I bet you the Dark Star could keep up. Well, maybe not. No, that thing goes Mach 10. But yeah, the Dark Star could keep up. If it was a real airplane. All right, number one's almost done. The other two shouldn't take that long because they're not. Yeah, it looks like they're about another gig and a half, so that shouldn't take long. Normally, I wouldn't mind just sitting here, but like I'm running like on like 2 hours of sleep from the last like almost 2 days, so my light bulb is burning out very quickly tonight. Like I'm very much looking forward to going to bed tonight, getting a regular night's sleep. All right. Like I said, when these two are done, we'll go ahead and restart the whole sim and then jump into one of the airplanes first, and then, then we'll jump into the other one, check it out for a few minutes. I'm not really sure what controller setup I should use. Probably... Let me... Oh, you know what? I think I have the MiG. Do I have the MiG set up here? Yep, MiG-29 I do. Yeah, let's just do the MiGs. Because that's the regular one that I have. Yep, yeah, we'll just use the MiG for now, and then so what I typically do is I'll use like a controller setup that's close to the airplane that I'm flying, and then after I fly it a few times and I figure out what I want to tweak, I go ahead and set up its own flight stick setting. No, I don't have the MiG-17, dude. I have a MiG-29 now, a MiG-21, and then I just downloaded the F-14 Tomcat. No crying tonight, my man. You are good not to cry. All right, we are almost done, my friends. Oh, by the way, tomorrow night, I'm going to be playing a very fun game that's about 10 years old now that I just bought for $3 the other day because it was on sale. You'll see it in a moment when I go back to the home screen. But yeah, this game I played the hell out of when it came out, like in 2015, and it's still just as fun today as it was back then. All right, everything's downloaded. Very good. Let's go ahead and close this out. that. And dude, you got every MiG. You got every MiG that ever existed. Yeah, this game here, Saints Row 4 Reelected. If you have never seen that game or never played that game, you can come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 7 p.m., whatever, and watch me play it for a while, or just go ahead and get it yourself or watch it on YouTube somewhere. It is one of the funniest games ever. So it's like GTA 5, but if you were like a superhero and you used a big dildo for your main weapon, a huge throbbing purple dildo. Yeah, you got like every MiG. Did you get it from that one website? What's that website that you guys talk about where you can download all the stuff for free? All right, mouse is working. That's good. Let me plug in my headphones again. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, MiGs are fast, dude. Obviously, but it's crazy how they can get so much speed and power out of like one engine. You know, like the MiG 20, like the MiG 21 that I have. That thing goes like Mach 2 as well. It's crazy that one engine can do that. All right, we're gonna do the MiG first, and then the F-14 Tomcat is my personal favorite airplane of all time, ever. So we're gonna save that one for last. But oh, did he get the M scenery? Mm-hmm. Hey man, if he likes it, he likes it. You know. I love those emotes. They're so funny. Every time I see you do that, man, I crack up. Those things are funny. Because that's how I feel on the inside when I saw you write that. That's exactly. That's it. I was like, I did like. Okay. They have a BMX bike now. Not a BMX bike, a crotch rocket bike you can buy now. Like you know, you can buy one of those bikes now. They have a Corvette you can buy. I can't believe they sell a Corvette in this game, and a boat. And boats. That's the stupidest shit I ever seen. Who the hell buys boats in a flight simulator? I mean, what the actual fuck? All right, let's go to jets. Oh, hang on. Let me turn photogrammetry off real quick. Grease, is there since you had me download this livery pack, is there a certain livery you would like to see, or does it not matter? Oh, wrong thing. My bad. My bad. Alright. Data. And actually, let me turn on the... Oh, I still got the words on. Okay. Right. Well, that's what he was talking about, the Romanian... Okay. Yeah, well, that's what he was talking about. He's going to fly the Raptor. So he meant Velociraptor. So, yeah, he's going to be flying the Velociraptor next. Alright. Ooh, A and B. What's the difference? I gotta look that up. The Ghost of Kiev. That's interesting. Ukrainian snow. Slovakia, Korean. Wow, Korean's got a really cool livery. Look at that. All green and shit. I like that. Russian Navy, German Luftwaffe. Belarus, Egyptian, Chadian. Man, they got a lot. Azerbaijania, Hungarian, Iranian, Malaysian, Polish. I don't know much. I don't know enough about those planes. I would probably say the F-35 Lightning, but I know the Su-57 is an amazing plane too, and so is the Raptor. So I don't see Romanian, my friend. Let me. Oh, here we go. Romanian Air Force Sniper. Where's Romania at? Bucharest, Sofia. I think Bucharest in Romania. That's your new name? That's what you're identifying now as cruising altitude? Is that what I'm supposed to Is that what I'm supposed to call you now? Oh yeah, that is the capital of Romania. Okay, we're good. All right, so for the rest of the night, I'm going to call you cruising altitude. Oh, unless you just became a member. That's cool. Whoa! Whoa! Let's turn the lights on. Wow, look at this thing. This thing is sexy, man. And let me turn the sound up here. This thing is cool, man. Got so many buttons. So many buttons that I gotta learn. This is awesome. Dude, we're already making a sonic boom, and we just took off. Very cool, man. I can't wait to learn about this plane. All right, let's check out the Tomcat. Dude, that plane is awesome, man. Oh, I don't know what Mach I was at. I was fast enough to be making a sonic boom, so I must have been close to Mach 2, but I don't know. I don't even know where the gauge was in that airplane to see it. All right, I don't know what the difference between A and B is yet with these two airplanes. All right, Wolfpack, Red Rippers, Jolly Rogers, Starfighters, Black Aces. Wow, there's a lot. Jesus, God almighty. Devil's Disciples. That's a pretty cool name. All right, what does this one got? Renegades. I wonder if one's Marines and one's Navy, maybe. I thought these were only Navy aircraft, though, but I might be wrong. Sluggers, Jolly Rogers, Hukin Dogs, the Vampires, the Evaluators. What the fuck? What kind of name is that? That's not a menacing name for air superiority. We're the number crunchers. Watch out for us. All right, let's fly this one. And for this one, it's only right that we take off from Miramar. So let's do that. Sweet. Man, that MiG-29 hauls ass, man. That is a fast plane. Jesus. Yeah, I just wasn't sure what the difference between A and B was. I didn't think that the F-14 was ever in the Marines. Thank you for clarifying that, though. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was a little confused because I don't remember ever hearing about an F-14 flying in the Navy, but I know that, I'm sorry, flying in the Marines. But I know that Marines are on these aircraft carriers too, flying planes, so I don't know. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually sitting inside one of these. I feel the need for speed.
There's 100.
A little difficult taking off from the side, but we got it. Oh, they got a Playboy bunny on the back of this. That's pretty cool.
Fuel 10,000. 3,000.
Flaps are probably up here.
1,000.
Maybe not. I thought the flaps are up. They should be up. Yeah, go down, wings. Sweep them wings. Yeah, I know there's a button for it, but I don't know enough about the airplane yet to do it. God, this is badass, man. I want to pull the trigger and fire weapons, but it doesn't do anything. Missile mode.
Fuel 9,500.
Yeah, this is awesome. Cruise mode.
12,000.
Yeah. If I had a computer, I would probably do DCS. I don't have a computer that'll do it. All right, Maverick, we have a hard cap of 15,000. Where'd Jester go? Which way did he go? Oh, I bet you can outrun missiles into Blackbird for sure.
16,000.
Oh, there is a button for it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me level off. Hang on, I'm adjusting the trim so I can level off.
13,000.
Alright, that's good. Dude, you can even switch the weapon selector on... Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I don't see the button for it.
9,000. 15,000. 15,000. $17,000.
Yeah, I don't see the button, my friend.
$18,000. $19,000. $20,000.
Those are lights. These are displays.
21,000.
Tail hook. Bomb release. Pitch and roll.
22,000.
Yeah, I don't see it, my friend. Well, let me pause it real quick and find out. You might be right. Let's first see if it's on the Oh man, no wonder. No wonder I'm having trouble. It's not on the right kind of airplane. Let me get it. Let me put it back on the MiG-21, which is the closest in setup. All right, let's go all. Let's type in after. Toggle afterburners. Okay. All right, well, let's get rid of this one since I never use that. And let's toggle it here.
$21,000.
There we go.
Fuel 8,000. 19,000.
Yeah, we got sonic booms too. That is cool looking, man, isn't it?
Fuel 7,500.
Oh, we got no lights on the inside.
23,000. $24,000.
Oh, whatever. I'll have to play with it later. This is cool, man. I'm looking forward to learning both of these planes. Do another one. Okay, okay. I just want to go to sleep. I'm tired. All right, I'll do a takeoff with afterburners. Hang on, let me do something real quick. I want to
Fine, that's okay.
I want to turn the lights on in here. Yeah, I think you told me that before about the developer, that they're like PMDG level. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading about this plane. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh wow, that is cool. I didn't know that about them. They made it for DCS. That is really cool. All right, I don't know if we have the outside lights on or not. I'm not worried about it. Let me just make sure we're not in the wrong setup again. Okay, MiG-21. All right, fine. Gotcha. All right, how come it's not moving? It's like it's stuck on the ground. Yeah, it's stuck. Let me restart it again. Let me restart real quick. That's cool. The DCS F-14, man. That is awesome. That's awesome.
Minus alignment, okay.
All right, parking brake is in. All right, we're moving this time. And look at the side of this plane. That is awesome.
3,000. Fuel 8,500.
Sweet. All right, guys. All right, let me learn about this airplane. I want to learn about this thing. This airplane is super badass, man. Like, I'm almost at a loss for words. This airplane is sick. I cannot wait to go upstairs and start learning about this thing. This thing is amazing. Absolutely. The MiG-20, I mean, every airplane, every one of these planes that I've got so far, the MiG-21, the 29, and this F-14, man, they are all amazing. I mean, wow. It's awesome, man. I'm smiling, man. Yeah, I'm working on the carriers part. I'm waiting for... So... I've been waiting for this pack to really go on sale. Because I really want the Osprey. But I may just wind up getting the carriers as a separate group. I mean, like, it's $4. So I may wind up just getting it for $4. Oh yeah, I'm sure they work. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've been waiting for this to drop again in price. But I may wind up just getting it and just having this, you know, the one aircraft carrier. But I want to learn more about it. And yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. It's going to be fun. So, all right, I will be back tomorrow night. Unless something happens, you know, that's out of my control, then I won't be back. But I'll be back around the same time tomorrow night. You know, I'm not sure what we'll be doing tomorrow night. Might be this again. It might, since I missed the day this week. Okay, I'll look into it. Yeah, I'll check it out. But yeah, I'll definitely get an aircraft carrier for operational purposes. So we might be back doing this again tomorrow night, possibly, since I missed a couple of days of doing it. Or we might just do the regular Sunday night deal. But I'll definitely be back tomorrow. And until then, my friends, I will see you then. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, super chat, become a member, do all that good shit. I appreciate it. And I will see you over the beautiful skies of Mother Earth, my friends. Have a saucy Sunday. Thank you, Mr. Grease. I will enjoy my new toys for sure. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. I'm gonna read and learn how to butter these things. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good Sunday. See you, Grease. See you, Mr. Cowboy.